Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Time Wit T. I have been off the grid for a while. Um, busy. For those of you who have already subscribed, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, if you find this message resonates, if you would subscribe and help my channel, help it grow, get this message out. If it resonates, go ahead and hit the like button. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. And blessings if you receive message. I would like to explain that energy is fluid, which means that there are various variations to these readings because it is general. So I get a lot of different messages, and I try to deliver them all in all of their diversity to you so that more people can be reached and receive, what they need to. The message is timeless, so when you watch this, it's meant for you. That's what I believe. And place yourself where you resonate. So if I say this is you, Scorpio, and the person or group of people connected to you sounds more like your energy, place yourself there. That just means that, the diversity is reaching everyone, whereas it may stay fixed for someone else the way it's read. Don't focus on that, okay? Place yourself where you resonate. And what else do I want to say? Nothing. This is the Orisha deck. And I had stopped using it. I don't know why, but it sets the energy, the focus for the reading. The definite message, the center point. And so I'm going to use the Orisha deck first, and I'll read to you what the meaning of the card is, and then we'll get into some oracles and then the tarot. I am this time going down the line, so since we're in Libra season, I started with Libra, Scorpio's next, and then Sag, and on until I get back to Leo, which is right before Libra, or Virgo, which is right before Libra. So you're next. I do channel, so this message is channeled through divine energy source, which is what you are, and inside you and outside. It is everything in existence. And let me hit the singing bowl and get us going. Only divine energy, divine truth, source are welcomed in this reading. Only truth and divine energy, source are welcomed. I'm only open to those energies for this reading. So the singing bowl will continue to vibrate for a while, even after we stop hearing it. Setting the tone, y'all, and let's go, okay? Let me see how much time I have. Unlimited, good. All right, so divine energy source. This reading is for Scorpio. It is a general reading. I am open and I am ready. Let's go. Get myself centered in the chair. Okay, let's see what we have. Ooh, 3 of Fire in reverse. Fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. 3 of Fire in reverse. Let's see here. So you have 3 torches and a sack of, it looks like straw or wheat or hay. And the 3 are forming a protective shield around it. But if you flip it in the upright, it looks like the head of a being, like a light source, a guide. But yours is in reverse. Let's see what's going on. Fire. Earth, water. We just skipped over fire, huh? Come on. There we go. 3. Bam. 3 torches in the night form an equilateral triangle and illuminate a sack full of glittering gold ingots. That's gold, y'all. It is as if they were escorting the wealth of these ingots, which shine not only because of their own nature, but also because of the light of the 3 torches. So that's like divine assistance. In the reverse, though, what this means is withdrawal of cooperation and efforts. The fire was extinguished. Adverse opinions and vested interests that may hide in darkness and shadows of the night, resorting to lies or false statements, waiting to seize the gold that will fall from the sack. Freedom will be extinguished as light has been, perhaps as a result of vanity or pride, corruption, selfishness, and matter prevailing over the spirit. If the fire goes out, it is for lack of oxygen. You will feel depressed and suffocated and may be subject to phobias, fear of confined places, etc. Oh, Scorpio. So this is saying that you're in not that great of a place, but it is due to maybe some decisions that are deeper than the surface. And let's get into the oracles. But what I'm feeling is that something has happened in your life that has affected you emotionally, maybe financially, and the falsity and the lies are obviously the opposite of truth and accepting truth. So, and then the selfishness and corruption, you could want something so bad and it's not for you, or you're choosing a path and the alarm is going off like, hey, wrong way, wrong way. And sometimes through suffering, we receive that. It could be in relation to work, family, romantic connections, whatever the connection is to you. And I hear thoughts, like thoughts are getting in the way. So let's get into the Wisdom of Oracles deck and see what's going on, okay? I already feel some of y'all aren't going to want to hear this. And this is channeled, and that was divine energy. That's source saying that. The source is saying stick around. Get your message. So this reading is your wake-up call, or your what you've been waiting to hear of how to get out of whatever is holding or weighing you down, whatever doesn't feel good for you right now. Okay? So let's go. What is Scorpio's energy? I hope I didn't say Libra because this is Scorpio. I just did Libra. What is Scorpio's energy? What is the message? What are your oracle messages for Scorpio? Ooh, that one floated out. Milk and honey. So some of you are focused on prosperity. You're focused on the goodness that you want in your life. You want it to overflow. Okay? So that could be the corruption, the selfishness, the falsity, mending. There's some mending that needs to go on in order to receive this. This could be mending of relationships. It could be self. It could be healing self. There are two people, though, working on something together, opposed to by yourself. Chopping wood. It's going to take some work to get this done, to get to that milk and honey. You've been working hard, but in the wrong direction is what this is saying. Unfinished symphony. So something you're trying to ignore or avoid is, see the 3 lights, remember? And the 3 lights, this sack of gold ingots illuminates itself, but the light, the source, divine energy, brings it to illumination. So it's lit. You have light in you, but you need that spirituality, that truth to illuminate you and to push you into your path. Some of you are trying to avoid something that is fated in your life. Unfinished symphony. The song isn't complete. You're trying to skip over parts, and it's like no one's gonna understand. You're messing up the frequency and the vibration because you're trying to skip over a part that isn't allowed. So I don't know if you all know about the what is that scale called? Please help me, divine. Schumann resonance. It is a scale, a divine scale, and it's like Fibonacci, and it has to do with the numbering and vortices and things like that. And there's a system that has to be followed in order for us to exist, for the plants, for the flower, for metals, anything to exist. There is a frequency, there is a pattern, there's a numerical pattern. And on here is a piano, the scales. You have to, and Schumann resonance is it's a vibration, it's a frequency. It has its own combinations, and yours is unfinished, and you're not paying attention to that, is what Source is saying. Ooh, I'm gonna have to really clarify. Let's go. What? Anything else for Libra? I feel I'm supposed to get a few more from you, Libra. I feel this sensation in my gut, and that's usually where fear lies. My shaman told me that fear lives in your gut. A lot of people who carry fear have issues with their stomach. Thinker. Yeah, you're all up in your head. And you're trying to figure this out, but you're doing it without the divine guidance there. You're doing it. Imagine. Yep. You're thinking over manifesting, over realizing that you're a creator. But there are laws that govern this system, and they relate to frequency and vibration and source, divine energy, that truth. So let's go. What about energy? Ooh, connected to Scorpio. What flipped? Higher power. Bam. So you're connected to something. There are connections connected to you, and you're connected to them. And it could even be Source itself, these three torches. And I said, like some of you are trying to avoid the spiritual route, whatever that means for you. But you're not tapping in, and that's why, that gold isn't there. That path is being interrupted or will be interrupted. But you are connected to something higher, way more divine. Like there's a universal connection to everything. And it's saying it's with you, but it's like you're disconnected. You want something so bad, you're interfering with what's in line for you. I knew something flipped. Come to the edge. This is like the Fool card. It's time for you to release that fear of... So what you could... This Imagine card, you can't even imagine is what I just heard. You're thinking... But you can't even imagine what your future holds because you're thinking too much. You're trying to skip parts. You're working hard at something, but except this mending. Come to the edge. Take a leap of faith. Have faith in this higher power. Message in a bottle. So you're closed off to receiving this message. You're closed off to a truth or something. It could be you're not happy with your finances, but you're ignoring that fact and trying to tell yourself you can create something better if you just keep chopping at the wood, working hard at it. And that's not fated for you. That's not how to get this gold illuminated, obviously, because it's in the reverse. But there is a message out there. You just have to receive it. There is a purpose. Ooh. To be fair. So to be fair is the opposite of lies, false, and selfishness. The complete opposite. So whatever you're connected to is this higher power that's saying, take this leap of faith, come get this. I got something for you. It is to bring balance into your life. And you're still working hard at something, and all you're doing is avoiding what you really want by thinking you know the path. The path is tapping in and accepting what the truth is. And it's fear. It's releasing that fear. Anything else for the connection that wanted to float out? Okay. Fork in the road. Yeah, you're at a crossroads. This is like the tower moment. This is pivotal. Depending on what you decide will depend. Source says like the next 10 years of your life, literally. Like it's going to impact the long term of your life. It's time to be flexible. That means open yourself up and stop trying to control things and really open yourself up to this. I hear divine intervention, which that's deep. That means there is laws to follow, rules to follow in the grand scheme of, life processes. And, divine energy, source is sticking to that. It is what source is. And you going against the grain, you're causing your own suffering or your own issues. If you would literally tap in and take a leap of faith to ask yourself what your fear is. This is all channeled. Ask yourself what your fear is and then step into your fear. You're running from your fear. You're avoiding it. You're creating your own, what you think is your own story. And you have free will to do that. But without that higher power, you're just creating struggle and more issues for yourself. I hope it's making sense. I won't even remember what I'm saying when this is over. So come to the edge. Come to me. Higher power to come to the edge. Come to me. Come to my truth. Come to what is really for you, because this is light. This is positivity. This is that milk and honey life that you want. This submission to it. Because this in reverse is very low vibe. It is very deceptive. It is struggle. It is strife. It is darkness. The lights are out. It's darkness. And that is where you're at. And that's where you've been moving into, just into more darkness. I just want to stop talking. The channeling is coming for real, real. One more shuffle I heard. So let me do one more. Okay. All right. Divine energy source. Could I please have milk and honey and mending, please? Thank you. Okay. Ooh, yep. The Empress in reverse. So you are this is a codependent energy, right? And so, or a lack of love. So in the upright, it's very much someone that is nurturing, empowered, strong, loving. In the reverse, this is saying that you're in a position, Scorpio, of disconnect. Like the harmony isn't there. Self-love isn't there. And some of you are attaching yourself to connections that are dependent on you. And then that helps you gain this fire to, I got to prove something. I got to show my worth. I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy. But it's by codependency. It's by people that aren't on the same level as you as far as goals and purpose is what I just heard. Milk and honey and mending still, please. I don't know what that is, but it didn't come out. It wanted to. Maybe next go round. Okay. The sun. There's your milk and honey. Once you release this energy of accepting something and things that are the opposite of nurturing yourself and loving, the sun is a very positive card. And with the mending card here, you are rejecting love. You are rejecting positivity, but it's here for you. It is meant for you. There are connections that are meant to make your life, like in life we have ups and downs, but this means that your life is meant to be positive and full of abundance and blessings, but you're trying to skip over this love, this nurturing, this empowered part of it. And you're just tasking, you're just moving and making movements, but there's no integrity there, is what Source said. Look up integrity if you don't know the depths of that word. Six of Cups in reverse to the Hermit. Some of you are separated from a so let me explain. Six of Cups is a past life connection. And the Hermit is going within. The Hermit could be you and someone not speaking or separateness from this past life connection. You may have met already. You may have not met yet. You two haven't met and you haven't come together. But in this life, the way to the sun is by letting go of all the codependent relationships you have to feel validated because they're false. Remember, false. They're putting out the light in your life. It's causing you a lot of struggle, and you're disconnected from, or not in contact with, or not attached, or haven't met this past life soulmate or twin or whatever you call it. There is a disconnect, and that's on mending and milk and honey. The way to the milk and honey is mending or balancing yourself so this person can come in, because the Hermit is also someone that will stay away. And so energetically, even if you don't know this person yet, they could be staying away because you guys aren't on the same vibration. So you haven't even met yet because they can't even come in. They're too far off. They're doing their thing and they're living attached to their higher power, and you're not. Let's get into chopping wood, okay? And unfinished symphony. Ooh, the High Priestess. This is a divine intervention. The things you're doing now aren't spiritual. I've said that over and over because it keeps being pushed through me. And Source is screaming here like, look, I am not fear, and you're holding on to fear. You're holding on to some darkness and something that you believe is the way to achieve in life. But High Priestess out and Unfinished Symphony on all this work you're doing means Unfinished Symphony to High Priestess even is, you're working at nothing because I have not blessed what you're working on. The Hangman, it's time to surrender to the truth. It's time to surrender. Surrender your way. Surrender the selfishness, surrender the falsities and the lies and the corruption. Surrender and let that fear go. Look at this. Complete surrender and trust to the high priestess, to truth, to empowerment, to power. The Ace of Wands in reverse. The passion is leaving your life. As long as you aren't surrendering, you will not enjoy the passion and the fruits that you're used to. Justice card in reverse. Your life will be full of incompleteness. You will not have the harmony and what you really want, what you think you, well, not what you want, what is for you divinely will be withheld. As long as you continue on your own way. Damn, all your aces are in reverse. You do not want these in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. This is abundance. Overflowing, limitless abundance is in reverse. Ooh, Knight of Wands. This card in the upright means things are going to be better than expected. What do you think it means in reverse? Because you have unfinished symphony. Things are not going to be better than you expected. King of Swords coming in. King of Swords is someone that is reflective, but is also savage, you know? So, and Knight of Wands can be kind of a player, and it's time to put that down because King of Swords is here to break through all of that. The King of Swords has no fear. It's time to operate in truth. The Judgment card, freedom. You're afraid of freedom? Is the question Source just said. Are you afraid of freedom? And I feel it as if it's kind of sarcastically being pushed out. It's like literally, so you're afraid of freedom, is what is being said. Page of Wands. In yourself, you know the truth. You need to, there's a communication, there's an action that needs to be taken, and it's divinely guided. And that's finishing that unfinished symphony. Look at the Knight of Swords. Quickly. This is someone, he's rushing in to take care of and fix the, he's a fixer, he's a doer. This is drive, ambition. Someone very motivated. He's about to hop on a motorcycle. Look at that. And take care of business and get things right. He's got sneakers on and he's going. Queen of Wands in reverse. You may not take charge. This is someone not taking charge. The Queen of Wands is a boss. Takes charge of their life. To the Moon in reverse. Denial. Not taking charge because of fear and denial. Being cut off from source, from truth. That's unfinished symphony and chopping wood. So you're working at nothing because it's not blessed by divine energy source. It's not a your path you're on that you're choosing is not divinely ordained. It is not a part of the contract you made when you came into this life. Thinker, please. Ooh, bunch of them hit the floor. I'm not taking the ones on the floor, you guys. 1 minute, but let me pick them up so that I can complete this. Gotta have all the cards, right? Okay. Sorry about the bumping. I always hold the chi. I have to make a circle somewhere in my body. So I cross my leg under the other. Alrighty. On thinker. Queen of Wands, truth. Look at how she's thinking. This is deep. This is really wild. I feel the energy of, so the divine energy is right now, it's very corrective. You know when a parent corrects their child and they use that firm voice? That is how your messages are coming through for me. It's like no nonsense, not playing with you. I mean what I said. There's consequences for our actions, and that's what Source is saying. Queen of Swords is here. Look at that. She, on thinker, she can be a player though. She can be a player, you know, games, but it's to get to truth. And she's thinking just like you, but she means truth. So while you're sitting here thinking and planning and plotting and how I want to do this and how I'm going to do this, Scorpio, you need to be thinking, what is the truth? What is my truth? What is my fear? Why am I avoiding this unfinished symphony or not making amends, not mending things? Four of Wands, thinking to the Queen of Swords. Some of you want this happy life, but this isn't a happy life alone. There are two people here. Here you are separate thinking, but this is truth. She is truth. Her sword cuts to the truth. There is something that brings you happiness, someone that brings you happiness, or a situation or a group of connections that bring you happiness, whatever it is. And you're lying to yourself about it, but she's here saying, no, let's dig in, let's unpack and be true to ourselves. And if you're cut off from this person, that could be the reason why you're just like, F it, I'm gonna just keep going. But Source is saying, Knight of Swords, even here, it's time to rush in. To the Lovers. Oh my gosh, I didn't look at the last two cards. And Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Someone is not, you or some connection is not willing to work at something. There's a lack of something. Someone has been, there may have been something there, but Four of Wands, Lovers, Eight of Pentacles defines this. Queen of Swords is still there, the truth of it. Someone was not working hard at their soulmate connection, and their true happiness, true happiness, true love, true fulfillment, true soulmate, not working at it. That's the truth. And the Eight of Pentacles means finish what you start. You're not there yet. There's more work to be done. And this is saying you're not even working at it. Because of fear or something. It's not ideal. The situation isn't ideal. I feel some of you are intimidated because this is a very higher power. This person is plugged in and connected, okay? Very positive. Their intentions, everything about them is truth. And that's what you don't want, is your truth. Two of Wands on Imagine. Let me put these down. To the Six of Wands. You don't even understand what this means, but I'm going to tell you. Two of Wands. Here's a wand against the wall. This being is holding a wand in their hand with the world here, right? Do I stay the way I am? Do I continue what I'm doing? Or do I change? Do I mend something? Do I finish my symphony? Look at this, is stagnant on the wall. I'm telling you, this is like a warning. This whole reading is an alarm. Six of Wands is victory. Look at her looking to the victory. This card is looking at this card. Do I want my victory? I don't imagine. You can't even imagine what this victory is in your life. You're trying to, but you're still holding on to where you're at. Do I stay here? You can't even imagine what's in store for you. What a positive outcome. Okay. Now I'm going to clarify higher power. I'm just waiting on a deck. I'm waiting to be guided. All right. Sometimes I don't see the vision and why I'm being guided to a certain deck. And then I won't say it during the reading, but once the message comes on, I'm like, I get it. That's why, you know. So I wasn't feeling this one, but I was guided to it. So I'm going. As I was not feeling it, I saw a vision of the cards falling in that eureka moment happening. So we're going to do as instructed, right? Let's get some shuffles. I hope this is making sense because I'm actually losing it as I speak. It is just like being urged to move on, go with the flow. So I'm just moving through it. And I'm not meant to understand. I'm just channeling for you. Higher power, please, and come to the edge. This is so deep, this reading. Let me set this down. You got Temperance. This is come to the edge of balance in your life. Come, take a leap of faith and bring balance into your life. Come into, and there's a crown illuminated in the back. Wow, in the background. Come to the edge and take a leap of faith and accept your inheritance, your true inheritance. Come in to the edge and take a leap of faith and accept this mutual connection. The higher source is blessing. There's an angel pouring one cup into another. It's an equal exchange. It's a blessing. It is protected. Come into this protected reciprocity, this protected. You're not illuminating. You're the gold, and you're not illuminating yourself. This crown is illuminated in the back, and the angel is sharing those cups. You are not illuminated. And this person is balanced. This could not even person, it could be job, it could be a new job, it could be new friendships, whatever this is connected to you. It is, I heard it is the key. Anything else on higher power and come to the edge? Okay. Oops. 7 of Cups in reverse to the Hangman in the upright. Oh, in reverse. Ooch, ooch. So 7 of Cups in reverse means there aren't going to be options. That stagnation is going to continue. Coming to the edge, if you rewind, it's like the Hangman. I mean, the Fool card, you know, taking a leap of faith. The Hangman in the upright is someone that is surrendering. If you don't surrender, you will not have this abundance. Look at all these cups holding all these beautiful options, all these gifts, all this abundance, all this prosperity, everything. Hangman in reverse. If you do not surrender, you will not experience these fruits, period. So that's why higher power and coming to the edge and taking a leap of faith are there. Another aspect to the story that I was just shown to speak is higher power and come to the edge, take that leap of faith, reacting without thought. This person is living in their divine purpose. They are the key, the balancer. And they will not accept someone that has a lot of options. That's why Seven of Cups is in reverse in this variation to this reading. So this is there it's a combination. I hope you're following. I was told keep going. So this person will not accept that player card. Remember, you got the players out here. King of Swords. But he is truth, like he's flat out like, this is what I do, this is what I accept, this is what I am, but he still can be a player, right? This person is not accepting those lower vibrational energies. They are a balancer. They are truth. They are abundance. They are love. They are prosperity. They're all of that. And they will not accept someone who has not surrendered to their truth, to their higher self. Like, they're willing to take that L in order to stay balanced and enjoy the fruits in their life. This person is like, they've already jumped off of the edge. It's like you two speak soul to soul, not verbally. Like this is so deep. It's like something isn't ideal and someone is not going for the situation. Someone, here you are, cut off. I don't care if it's past life. I don't care if it's whatever. I'm not dealing with this person. I'm done, right? And that could be you or them or both of you. But they're like, they're okay. This connection is okay. They're okay with it all. They understand that as long as they are 3 of fire in the upright, and they are illuminated, and they are light, but they're illuminated, connected to truth and source and divine energy, they're okay. They're going to be fine. They're accepting what is. Message in a bottle, to be fair. Okay. Judgment in reverse again. Ooh, Tower moment. That's a heck of a moment. That's a heck of a message. Okay. There is something pivotal happening. Message in a bottle, to be fair. And it is about fairness. And this person knows that this huge, that something major is happening in this connection. And this person understands, and they have separated themselves because judgment isn't for them to make. They know judgment will be made. When the horn, on the judgment card, the trumpet sounds, and there's your freedom, there's your truth. This person understands that, and they accept that, depending on what, this is a choice, this Tower. This is something happening. Someone may have fell out, had an argument, something happened that caused judgment in reverse, which is someone's bound up. And it is fair for that to have happened. And this person understands that. The message is in the bottle. You have to open the bottle and actually accept it. Oh, why is this dim? Is my reading still going? Hold on, y'all. I'm going to pause. Ooh, I'm back, y'all. My phone was about to die. Speaking of dying, with this connection, that was deep. And I was on like 50% when I started. That was deep. So, with this Tower moment, this person knows that whatever this was, if it was an injustice, fairness will be brought, because judgment is in reverse. They know that if whether you or them, whatever it was, I feel disrespect. I feel cheating. I feel third-party situations. I feel, even in work, if you were getting over and doing corruptive things like company time, not managing yourself well, whatever you're relating this connection to, it understands this connection. There is a divine covering over it, right? And understands that there will be a fairness brought. You have to open this message. You have to, you know what's true and what's not. You know, and you're choosing not to. And so, being in denial doesn't change the consequences of your actions. This is an action, a huge action. This is a major card, but it also means choice. There's a decision to be made. And the message is, when you make this decision, if it's not bringing balance and fairness, judgment in reverse, chaos continues, madness continues, the low vibes continue, what is it called? Repercussions will not be positive. The outcome. Can I move on, please? Anything else about, okay, I guess so. Okay. To be fair. A message in a bottle. Yeah, you need to overcome your fear. You need to overcome this darkness. So there's shadow work. I put up shadow videos, videos on your shadow side. And shadow usually does come from fear and generational bindings and curses and things like that. But they're all low vibrational. They're very binding. They're very much hinder you in life. But it's time for you to overcome them. And the Magician in reverse means it's time for you to look at what you're trying to manifest. What are you really doing? Do you understand what you're creating in your life? This person you're connected to is, they're not, like, they're on top. They're not battling. They are winning. They're not doing it. Magician in reverse and the Knight of Wands, this isn't their battle, so they're not even focused on this connection. They're focused on higher power, period. And they know that justice will be brought, because here is the Knight of Wands. Regardless of the connection or the situation, whatever this is, this shadow stuff, they know things are going to be better than they could ever have expected in their life. So they have come into acceptance, where here you are thinking, right? You're thinking about it. They're not. They have come into trust. They have taken that, jumped off the edge, and they're going to live their life, Scorpio, regardless. And you could be going through whatever you are, and this person is balanced. Do you see the imbalance? Just look on the camera. Look at the shadow of these cards. Look at the light here. Do you see that? These three are in the upright. They're illuminated here. It's like Three of Wands. Adventure, excitement. They're living. And yours is in reverse. Stagnation. All right. And that is fair. They understand that that is just the way life works, and they're not trying to, whether your life is good or bad, they're not trying to interrupt it. They're just trying to continue with what they have going on. And you know, you reap what you sow, and they're sowing their fruits, and they're not accepting anything that has multiple options that isn't bearing fruit. If you're not bearing fruit and you're not surrendered, the disconnect is there. Here, past life or not, This person is not going. Fork in the road and flexible. Let's see. This might be a little, they might be willing to work with some things. I felt this flip. Fork in the road. Yeah, no movement. So there's no movement between you and this connection. There is, it's cut off. It's like someone's cutting you off, or you've cut them off, or it's mutual. Whatever it is, there is no movement, which has caused this person is at, they're not at a fork in the road. There it is. There's the answer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Ace of Swords to the Four of Cups. Man, fork of the road and flexible. Ace of Swords literally means that if it's not truth, they're not dealing with it. It means cutting off anything that is not connected to divine truth, that is not connected to prosperity, that is not connected to ascension, high vibes, positivity, truth. This is cutting out anything that is not reciprocal. So if they're not receiving love, that is how they love. They're done with that. Here they are. Sometimes they look into the past, but when they look into the past, they have that trust that source has this cup for them, and this is what they want. So they look in the past, but they're not, this person's face is kind of, disgusted too. They're looking in the past and saying, I can't believe that I accepted that. So they're at this place of this person is not playing at all. So if you want to know about this connection, if it's work, they not playing with you. Family, not about to play with you anymore. Friends, not playing with you anymore. It's like you've been exposed. Something's been exposed. Yeah, Queen of Cups, they will only self-love. Self-love. And this person may love you. They may love you. But the fork in the road is, they had to choose to love you, or it's severing ties. The Ace of Swords is severing ties too. It's like, do I love them or do I love myself? Am I going to sever these ties, or am I going to, so they had to sever ties to love themselves. This is a very strong person. And I feel if you two were together, that would be like Incredible Hulk strength, but on their own, they're here for their own purpose too. And they've decided to live to the Empress in the upright here. Yours is in the reverse, your Empress. This person is very loving. This person is very nurturing. But they just have set boundaries. They're severing ties with anything that can't give that back to them. Yep. Page of Swords in reverse. They're not looking at you. They're not stalking you. They're not watching your social media. They're not looking to contact you. They will not. They will not. They will not seek anything that is not in alignment with who they are. With what they know is for their life. Their life is on such a, it's on that precipice. They've taken that leap of faith, and they're just not willing to sacrifice that, because I believe that they feel like you're mirroring each other. I think they feel low if they succumb to connections that aren't illuminated. Be flexible. So you need to be flexible if you want them to be flexible in that mirroring point. Yeah, they're not talking. There's the Hermit. And then the Eight of Swords in reverse means they're not trapped anymore. They've set themselves free. Yeah, they've left someone out in the cold. They've left the connection in the cold. Knight of Cups. So being flexible here to fork in the road. They may consider an offer if it's genuine, if it can show change. And that's your fear too, is they won't. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they're not moving towards you. Page of Wands in reverse. They are not moving towards you. They don't care if it's divine. They're here the up. Four of Wands in reverse. They weren't happy because you were too controlling and selfish. The Emperor in reverse. They weren't happy. That vision of happy family is not there for them anymore. So being flexible for them doesn't mean bending for you anymore. It means they are for themselves. Y'all are not going to like this reading at all. Let me get some outcome. So if this is related to romance, I'm going to get y'all some romance outcome, okay? Because you have answers there. I can't remember what they are because remember this is channeled. I'm not speaking. I'm open and I'm allowing source to speak through me. So let me get some romance. I don't feel like those came out. I feel like my hands weren't ready. All right, let's see. Here's some answers. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, higher power. This person is your higher power. Unrequited love. You get involved with people. Remember that codependency here? Your first card out, the Empress in reverse. You like people that need you versus love you. That's what Source just said. Woo! So you need to look at that. That helps you with your fear. You have no fear when you're in these unrequited relationships. You have no fear. Because you know how that's going to work. You know it. And as long as you have the upper hand, this Emperor in reverse, very dominant. He can even be cruel. He can be very, very ugly and dark, the Emperor in reverse. And that's what this person says they experienced with you. So there was no happiness at the end of the day. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Anything else? Okay. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Oh my God, the word faith was used so much in this reading. Understand that. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Romantic feelings. You do have romantic feelings for this connection, if this is pertaining to romance. Let's get some earth magic before this cuts off on us, y'all. Okay. Effortless. Once you surrender, life will become effortless and things are going to flow. Your life is going to change once you sit with Source and get this right. New beginnings. That new beginning you're afraid of, it might be there. Rebirth, changes in you. Passion. The passion will be reignited because remember, the passion's cut off here. Karma. You're clearing karma. I told you this is shadow work you need to do. Vision. That vision quest. You need to get focused on what your true vision is. And you need to be still and stop just doing stuff like that. Chopping wood. You're doing nothing. Spend some time alone and really take a look at what's going on. And then get into creating what is really for you by opening yourself up to that truth. Right? Let's get some final message with the numerology deck. What do they need to know? Give us some insight. Personal growth. Yeah, you can't stay down. You've got a calling on you with Source around you and you just trying to ignore it. It's not going to let you. You'll be drawn back to it through suffering or through making a conscious decision to live in your purpose. Whichever way you choose, it's going to happen. Love partnership. You are called to have a true love partnership. And true love is there. But it's going to take personal growth because, again, this person, they're not just accepting anyone. I don't see that they have a love yet, but they are, if it's for them, they're open to it. And I don't think it has to be you, Scorpio. Self-love. See? This person is self-love. You got the opposite of that on your side. It's like there's no balance here. There's no gray area. If you look at the yin and yang symbol, there's the dark and then the light, but there's a neutral line flowing through it. And the atom has that same chemistry. The atom is made up with positive, negative, and neutral. electron, proton, and neutron. So all of existence has that gray line, that balance in it. And there's no gray line here. Nature. You need to get out in nature, spend some time in the park, sitting, looking at the water, experiencing the animals call each other, and, you know, just really sit and let yourself slow down and think. Following your dreams, not your fears, and pride is in the way, is what it says. Let me get one more. Healing. You got some healing to do. Scorpio, don't be mad at me. Sometimes you want to hear my lover's coming back or my job is going to be great. You want to hear that, right? And when it doesn't, then you're like cursing the tarot and pissed, right? Well, they said this and they said that. And some readers will tell you all that goody, right? That is not what came down today. I channel what it is. You can go look at Libra. They were before you. The truth is what the truth is, and that's what I bring. And that's the only energy I work with. So you have answers. You know what you need to do. Release that fear. And remember, fear lies in the stomach, in the gut, in your solar plexus, and your sacral even can be out of whack, chakras. So get out in nature and just sit and meditate. Be quiet. Just stop thinking. Just go be quiet. All right? I wish you the best. Figure this out. Figure it out, because there's a purpose that you're blocking. So that means this is open to purpose, but not a misalignment of purpose. I hope I'm making sense. What the hell? All right. That's it. I love y'all. If this resonated, let me know what's going on, Scorpio. Comment. Peace.